Hello, my darlings. This is such an exciting time. This is really the time that we exit the labyrinth and we bring heaven to earth. We realize it's just a game. We've got through the mind games, the mind prism, and we bring consciousness into our heart on a direct line. It's justice time. It's justice. Is our heart heavier than the feather? Do we carry any vengeance, any hate, any tricks? Do we use power over others? This is it. This is Mercury retrograding from Libra, the scales, back into Virgo. Mercury, the messenger, the voice. Those that mock the mockingbird, Aka air, Mercury, the messenger, the voice, higher consciousness of heaven, or try to steal the identity of those of us that carry no vengeance nor hate in our hearts, will be reduced to mad haters. Beware, Maat Judgement is here. The black magicians will be shown to you for their true colours. They hate purity. They hate the lamb, the feather, the thalamus, FOMALHAUT, the true third eye. All those of us that carry wisdom, not tricks nor psychopathic treats, who have been bitten by the venom of fear and hate, shall live. It's separation time of the fears for tears, Musk, mask, atars, from the golden locks wheats. This is Mercury air in Libra, where we lost the wisdom, the scales, moving backwards into Earth, mutable Virgo, where Mercury is in exaltation, and I'll take you to see. So here's Mercury. Yesterday he was stationary. He may just still be stationary. Let's have a look. I'm looking at the numbers over here. So he's going down. Off he goes. So Mercury comes from Libra, from the wisdom, from the air of heaven where we lost the wisdom. He's coming back into the presexual, cherry on the cake, La Marianne, the Little Red Riding Hood, Earth, mutable, presexual, high priestess, Bridget Jones, what's he called, the American, Bin Laden, it's the same thing as Ben Laden, Bin and Ben the Flower Pot Men, BJ, like Boris Johnson. He's come. This is the high priestess. That's why they put what you call Bridget Jones between the severity, Hugh and Colin, the mercy pillar, to keep her in this Rosemary's Baby, to crucify her, to make her into the whore of Babylon, to turn all these beautiful people, you guys who were born between 1968, Rosemary's Baby, to 1986, this is your time. So Mercury is coming back into this high holistic healer, waking her up, bringing Cinderella, breaking the spell of Cinderella. This is Mary Poppins, this is the cherry, the poppy pops, as Mercury comes back for the famous 777 days of Alistair Crowley, 21 days. That's why in England they announced a 3-week lockdown coming. Everything is working with the pendulums. Everything is a divine, beautiful, musical comedy. So this is Maat. This is the judge. This is the scales. I have had 3 examples in 24 hours of this incredible, and I have no vengeance. I don't want to see people shown up, but it's just happening. And all those of us who have become as humble as we have to be to get back into the true twin peaks, air, Aquarius, and high cardinal earth, woman, the end of that 3 triple goddess voyage that we've just had in Virgo. We're coming up to the next full moon. Let's watch that. So, oh my goodness. I'm only talking during the black moon, the 16th. Oh my goodness, that's why it was, you see, I am all of Pisces energy opposite. I have all my planets in the 12th house shared between Aquarius and Pisces, with Pluto in Leo, Uranus in Virgo, opposing all my planets in the 12th house. I like to work with the unconscious collective on internet, on Facebook. I like to work from the shadows. We are people of this world, but not in this world. We work, you know, it's all the energy of the deception, of the Pisces energy. But I have Saturn in Pisces, so I am bringing this truth. But it's very difficult for me to speak up. So I had this pressing desire with this black moon. I'm born on a black moon. And so this is the triple goddess that I've explained. We had a full moon in the middle. We had a black moon at the beginning of Virgo. Mainstream shared that one in Virgo. Then they will be having this black moon in Libra when it's in Virgo. And we had the full moon in the middle, which makes the waning and the waxing crescent croissant moon, which makes the two tusks of turning her into the Me Too feminism bully, the Marianne, the iron liberty pole. That's why we had Mrs. Thatcher, the iron hand, the iron lady. She is not copper Taurus. She is not the true, well, she's Virgo. But they are trying to bring in the moon goddess Taurus as the bully, killing her. So they're using all this in their ritual, but they want to turn her into the La Marianne. They need black earth and red air to take over the equinox. They're falling onto the equinox, Aquarius and Capricorn. The big boys are moving now under Alistair Crowley, 777, the three planets. Saturn, Pluto and Jupiter, they are moving into Capricorn. Pluto will be here in 2024, Saturn, Jupiter for the Great Conjunction on that winter solstice, which is what they want to keep. They want to keep the Alpha Omega to crucify this is the Cairo, this is the Alpha Omega. I'm going to be showing you all the posts after. So this is the Aries Libra pole to kill this axis of Capricorn Cancer, bringing up Kali, the destruction of Cancer, merging her because the moon rules Kali, and Taurus, the fate philosopher's stone, but the true heart moon is in exaltation in Taurus. So they're taking the Cancer Kali and they're using, because that Scorpio, we lost the wisdom. The flood was when Scorpio fell and Libra fell on the Alpha Omega equinox, and now these guys are coming up as the solstice. So they prepared their jolly green giant who kills the snake, the scorpion sexual. They're putting the sexual organs onto the top. That's the pride, liberty. They have the rainbow with red Mars at the top. Mars rules Scorpio and Aries. So Aleph Tav at the bottom, Aries, Taurus, and Scorpio Libra come up at the top. So they're going to take this, put the sexual energy of Kali and use that so that they merge Libra with this presexual girl, Greta Pipi Longstockings, La Marianne, the girl that rides the EU with the 13 stars, turning Corona into Eris. And this Scorpio they kill, this Ophiuchus has the never waging ending war with the snake. And this is it happening right now. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you all the pictures, so you'll see exactly how this is happening. So we've got Mercury coming back. We've got this black moon here. We've had the triple deus goddess, so the moon ritual in the middle, taking the energy of Taurus to turn her into the bully and use Kali destruction as water Scorpio comes up, which will be the sword in the stone in the axis of Capricorn, Cancer. They want to bring up the Moby Dick. Mars in Pisces, these are the water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and to integrate through the moon goddess ritual of the triple goddess to bring up the beast from the sea, Moby Dick, to bring up Neptune with his trident coming out of the sea, because these are the two. This is the Little Mermaid. This is the half fish, half human. Jupiter rules Pisces, or you bring up the unconscious whale of the imagination, the moon star, the monster of the ids. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is when Chiron fell from Kronos, his father, and became half man, half beast. So these two signs ruled by Jupiter, the mutable cross. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Mercury rules the earth, air, DNA strands, so black earth, Virgo, and red air, Gemini. So again, we've got to get up to come to red air and black earth. We go up those DNA strands, up the true original solstice, Capricorn, Cancer. So we have the destruction. They want to bring up that destruction. They want to bring up Jupiter with the trident. This is the same bloke. This is Sagittarius. Chiron becomes this jolly green giant, this Ophiuchus, which is also the tip of the Milky Way. So Scorpio, Taurus, Isis, Osiris. When we lost the wisdom, Isis fell into 14 pieces. We had the 12 signs and we had the two tips of the Milky Way. So from the Scorpion and to the Taurus, and we have Capella, and I show you every time the horseshoe. I'll show you again. So we've got Odyssey 2001. We're at the touche, Mars right in the middle. We had the sex magic when Mars was right at the bottom of that horseshoe. Frog. This is the umbrella closing. And those are the two tips. Deneb, which is Altair. It's the golden triangle. It's the golden triangle, and that's where we've got the big boys right now. So here they are. They're the three big boys underneath Deneb, Altair, Vegeg, the golden triangle. That's why the Eiffel Tower is between on the 7th next to the Serpentine, the snake, and on the other side the 16th. What 6 and 1 is 7. So that's why they told us only in 1977 that Chiron exists. At that time he was in Aries, and he's now closing. He was in Aries on mainstream astrology, but he was in Pisces in our proper astrology, and Chiron is now back here in Pisces. We are closing the horseshoe. We have learned how to heal, how to merge spirit. We found our spirit. We found our masculine severity, ego, masculine spirit, and we found our feminine, water, toxic, negative, cold and hot fire, masculine. The narcissistic game is healed, and we bring in that spirit to our earth, and we bring in that mercy to our air, and we become that direct line that we see with Maat here. This is the direct high cardinal cross of air, heaven, and we're now coming back into fixed heaven, Aquarius. And do you have your heart heavier than your consciousness? Is your material heart? This is Cupid and Valentine. This is the feather coming from the bow, Sagittarius with the bow, and you will be struck, Cupid and Valentine, if you're still falling in love with other people, ideologies. They are all over Facebook, these people. They are all over our lives, personal. They are those guru healers. They are doing it not to pass the true wisdom of heaven. They're doing it, not everybody, and I don't mean to, you just have to keep discerning, because we have to get through Sagittarius and Pisces. So we've got all the gurus in this area. but you know, and you do, you bring creation to earth because you know you brought higher consciousness, you came out of the mind game. Nothing can happen to us when we come out of the imaginary, all the scary shit that can happen. The Pleiades, they want to bring up the 7 beasted sisters of the Pleiades. These are the 7 heads that come up, and we've got the grand final on the 322 crossover when Mars will be back on Aldebaran. But Chi Taurus is the Earth Mother axis. The Moon is an exaltation here. They imitate that with the tusk here. So we've got the full moon in Virgo with a waxing and waning moon, which makes the 2 tusks of the bull, which is able to then to bring up that material Taurus that has not found her spiritual worth. She's still feeding her gut, her desires, her possessions. She is, you know, that's the deer hunter. They turned her into Diana the huntress with the feathers, the feather bows, which is Sagittarius in disguise, just as Mentos came from Babylon. They say Egypt, but came from Babylon and crossed over to Crete in the age of Gemini, and brought the air wisdom back, and then she was brought up as Baal, and then thou shalt not have any high cardinal fire. The king of the swingers is the Baphomet, and this is him using Jupiter and Mercury and Venus. So everything we see, so let's just have a look. We've got the black moon today, and it's on fucking SPICA. Sorry for my Spanish or whatever. Black moon right on SPICA. So this is the wonderful blue star. This is the red, white and blue flag of the British flag, the French flag. This is the blue star that brings that you reap what you sow. So, you know, this is the separation of the stars. Oh my God, it's all really happening. This is the separation of the stars. This is the golden wheat. This is why Goldilocks and the 3 bears. This is why today I'm going to be showing you all my posts, but you won't believe how this is all lining up. So we've got the black moon right on SPICA, the blue star, which brings great honors. This is for the mediums. This is why they killed Carrie. This is why they had the exorcist. This is why they showed us Amy Winehouse going into drugs. This is the journey of the viticulture. And if all of those who have done the work, we are now ready, and all you people I'm giving readings to, you incredible people, I'm so sorry for the reading today. We had a second mess up, and I had this incredible urge to do this video, so I'm sorry, Jeff, if you're out there, darling. We're going to do your second part on Friday if you're free, otherwise we'll find another time. But this was just bursting from inside me to come out right now, and now I know why we had that. So you can see in my other videos but we had the black moon on the 17th of the 9th, and we had the full moon. Now we've got another black moon, and we have another one coming up, and let's watch that. So here's Mercury going backwards. So we're going to have, I've done posts about everything happening. We'll be going through it all. So that full moon, that means that when the moon goes into Pisces, so let's see if that moon is in Pisces, if that sun is still in Virgo. Alright, so the sun is still in Virgo and the moon is Pisces, and that will be, that's going to be on the 28th for sure. So that's a 1 and that's a 1, that's a 1, 1, that's another 11, 10 and 10. We've got the last full moon in Virgo Libra. So let me carry on with my posts. Forget, we've also got the North Node, which is just the South Node that's come out of Sagittarius, moved into Scorpio. So exactly this axis that they want to crucify, kill the serpent, kill Scorpio, that female energy. It's meant to be water and red air that merge on the equinox, and red air and black earth on the equinox. So Paris, the Eiffel Tower, have planned La Marianne, blacker presexual girl, taking Bridget Jones, killing the English Rose. They love, if you knew, they have a comedy in France called À nous les petites Anglaises, and I decoded in all my old videos the show in France called Pop Pop Pop. Every day we were given Top of the Pops, and they had a guy who did a series in France called The Truth If I Lie, La Vérité Si Je Mens, and it's all about it's throwing the English, this is them taking over the true solstice line that runs from England through Africa, from Scotland down to Africa, and putting Paris, the Eiffel Tower. So the tail of the snake has just gone into Scorpio, the head has gone into Taurus, and this is that moment where we open our hearts. This becomes the all-seeing eye, which becomes the lotus. The lotus is in the claw of the Scorpio, and that's driven from Taurus, Aries underneath. Taurus being the heart spin. So if your heart is the same weight as the feather of your consciousness, your air, that sexual root chakra, because normally Aries is the head, Mars, Aries, the V for victory. This is their V for victory, the arse. This is their Rumpelstiltskin on the top. This is their liberty pole. This is their fez cap. This is their this is putting red on top of the rainbow of the gay pride. This is covering your mouth, the orifice, which basically a child that sees mouths covered before it's 2.5 years old will associate as sexual, forbidden, the mouth, the forbidden voice. It's very, very perverts. Carry on with my posts. It's the best way, I'm sorry, but because I'm working so much and my ideas are everywhere, the best way for me to remember what I've been through since the last reading is to go back through, and I'll just show you the important stuff. Mercury retro in Libra, scales of balance, snake on the pole, tribe of Dan, DNA, judgment, is your heart heavier than a feather, Maat, wisdom. Mercury retro from Libra Omega into Virgo, alchemist, high priestess, presexual girl. Mainstream astrology is telling us it's from Scorpio, so they're bringing up Cancer, Kali. All these New Agers are praying to Shiva, Kali. I mean, honestly. Mainstream says Mercury is in Scorpio into Libra. It's all about putting Scorpio sexual organs as your mouth, orifice, chakra system, reversed head. Mars rules head Aries and Scorpio base the Solstice. So at the same time that we're on this axis with the North and South Node, which is the original Milky Way, it's the Nile, it's our backbone. We've got Saturn and Jupiter coming into Capricorn, opposite Cancer, the original solstice, and the new solstice is going to be coming onto where we had this eclipse into Taurus, opposite Scorpio, Aka. Taurus and Mars merge, black earth, Taurus, and yellow fire, Aries, the bee, and on the top we've got Virgo, black, and Libra, red air. But the equinox is the head. Equinox is originally the 9 o'clock point, the solstice is the 12 o'clock midday point, and that equinox is normally the first house is our head. It will always be our head, as the 12th house Pisces is our feet. That's the little mermaid. That's why Pisces now, where Mars is, this is about, do you take your spirits and merge back as the messenger, you know, back into the twin peaks. We're coming through here on the equinox, or do you sell your soul and like the Taurus that is concerned with its torso, its flesh, body. Taurus rules the neck, the voice. Mercury currently going back into from Libra to Virgo rules our communication. So this is all about, you know, do you get through to the spiritual side of Taurus, the earth? You bring heaven into earth. So mainstream says Mercury is in Scorpio, into Libra. It's all about putting Scorpio sexual organs as your mouth, orifice, chakra system, reversed head. Mars rules head, Aries, and Scorpio Base the Solstice. Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, trio fight for the head, cap, cape, star, cherry on the hat, the cake on the Christmas tree, liberty pole, five-pointed star, all-seeing eye is Libra, masculine air that merges with Scorpio's, the twin peaks, equinox, Aquarius and Capricorn merge. But France wants Virgo, earth, presexual girl as La Greta, pipi long-stocking, Lil Red riding cape, fez cap on the pole. That's why this is the Alistair Crowley last 21-day, 3-week, 777 retro review. You either get bit by the snake and live, or you're bit by the prick vaccine laughing Vache. So today in the French news, La Vache qui rit, the cow. Now, in 2020, they won the prize of the best product. The company is run by Bell. This is the division Bell. This is the Notre Dame Bell of Moby, of the Quasimodo, the monster, and that girl. It's all the same story. And this is the laughing cow that they've taken, they're turning into the bully. So they've just brought out the vegan, so this is that they're just announcing that all cheese will now no longer have any more cow's milk in it. So this is it, the vegan is the green monster, we're in the green world. So the cherry on the five-pointed star cake, L-A, La, Aka, Cinder, L-A, Cinder, Ella, Cinderella, Cinder, L-A, Cali, California, L-A, L-A, this is Lucifer, est arrivé, Lucifer rising, the Vache qui rit. So this is all the red cherry, this is busting the cherry, and we have all been pre-programmed to all have eaten this little creamy, disgusting, fake cheese. It was never cheese in any case. That no more cheese will be so. Today the division bell is struck. So let me get it all. Kiri, the heart earth gateway turned into a bull. Today the division bell is struck. Baal announces for the Jolly Green Giant, BFG, big French giant, 5G, Fifth Republic, climate change, vegan crap. That no more cheese will be found in the French cheese, well, no more cow milk. Announced product of the year 2020. The word vaccine comes from Vache, cow. You go look that up. I've written a lot about that. But vaccine, it's all about cowpox. The word vaccine comes from Vache. And it is the last V for victory. If you go and look at La Vache qui rit, they use the big V for victory, the horseshoe. Closing of the horseshoe, to kill the female cow Taurus and give you La Marianne five-pointed star. You cannot imagine how funny it is to watch this crap happen. Okay, tracing board. Oof. It's not that funny. We've done a very long journey, gang. We have surely been bitten to hell by the narcissists out there, and we have been very patient, and we don't wish any harm to anyone. So here is that middle pole, here is the solar pillar, the lunar pillar, the sun rules Leo, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mars rules Aries, the moon rules Cancer, Jupiter again over here rules Sagittarius, fire, and over here Pisces, water, Mars again over here rules Aries, and over here rules Scorpio. So they're merging the two pillars, you see. We've got Mars wanting to become king. Well, I'm the king of the swingers, yeah, the jungle VIP. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true, and you become the 5G system that ignites the free energy that you will be given from the fake green hero, because they use triangulation. They use 777. You put 77 years in 1977. We were told about Chiron, and they're putting this Sagittarius and beast of the unconscious collective as one. They're merging the Mr. Tumnus next to the lamp in Narnia. That lamp, that all-seeing eye, Libra, judgment, is you opening your third eye. And this is Taurus, the heart gateway. And the black and white checkerboards are the DNA strands, the snake. We've got Mercury that rules Gemini, red air, and Virgo, black earth. And they merge up, and we get through the heart, and we get through Saturn that rules Aquarius, red air, and Capricorn, black earth. We hit the 5-star. We get a 5 golden star. We get the Willy Wonka tickets. Willy Wonka just meaning the Milky Way. WW is MMWM. And we open our third eye. Those of us that have too much earth and air, so I've been explaining in my readings, you must come out of, you see, when you find out about the narcissistic game going on, it's very hard for you, but you need to take the energy of the grace and the severity. And those of us with too much on the grace or too much on the severity, who've suffered from the severity, who've suffered from the toxic femininity, we need to merge what is important of the spirits, of the fire and ice spirit, and bring it back to heaven and earth. Wherever all the roads lead to Rome, home. And this is why as well, Saturn and the moon, they rule, they've turned them into such demonized symbols, Saturn and the moon. So all the David Icke and Eisenhower, they're going to bring Ike, the Dike bull, back with Laura Eisenhower, Ike Eisenhower as your heroes. You know, that's Libra and Virgo. Mary Magdalene being put, she'll be risen, Mary Magdalene, as Lucifer rising, and she'll become a hero, and you've got all your space aliens and going off to Mars. So Saturn rules the Bill Gates. You've got to pay your bill to get through the gates. And the moon rules the mercy pillar. So there's a mixture between this mercy and Saturn, because they rule the solstice of Capricorn opposite Cancer. So where's Cancer here? Cancer opposite Capricorn. Capricorn and Cancer. Capricorn, okay. So we're coming in here, and because of this Mars on the water sign, and because of mainstream having the Mercury retrograde going from Scorpio to Libra, that's why we've got Scorpio rising, Libra, Lucifer rising, all those films. But they're bringing in this presexual girl that they've already sexualized all these years with the Madonnas and the Amy Winehouses. They've turned her into the War of Babylon. They've turned her into Bridget Jones, who sits between the Boaz and Jacqueline pillars. You see, J-Lo, that's why they put Jennifer Lopez on top of the pole in the games, because this is in the, let me show you, this is the Joker, this is the J, you see the J, you've got the 3 here, the J, this is the J or the L, backwards it's an L. In filming you've got what's known as the JL cut. We're going through that gap, through that cut. They want to crucify the fixed cross into the mutable gap. I'll show you all the pictures in Lars in a second. Let me just go to Lars, actually. Let's show you Lars. Let's show you Lars. I have to open, and oh no, I've got Lars open here. Pretty sure. Yes, yes, there we go. He's done loads of new pictures. So look there. This is what's really happening. He's done this. No, this is not what's really happening. Sorry, he's done what they want to do. So we've got black Virgo, red Libra air. So you see he's put mature youth, because that's what they're doing. They're mixing Cancer with Gemini. They're mixing Sagittarius with Capricorn, youth, mature Cancer, youth Gemini, and Pisces with Aries. So they crucify in the mutable gap Scorpio. They kill the snake. They bring the fake hero, La Marianne, and they crucify Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. So they have their Aquarius. They say we're coming into the age of Aquarius, but they've got the beast Scorpio, the Me Too feminists. You see, in the last age, we had the solar pillar still ruling. So we have women dressed up as men, and now they want to bring in the feminine, so they want to dress up. We've got the Jacindas, a perfect example of Jacinda in New Zealand. South, North, Island, representing that, bringing up the fake transgenders. So we've got to have a look at his pictures, because I can just go over everything I've just said in his pictures. So I think it's important to say as well, this judgment, people who carry envy and ignorance and arrogance, you know, it's over now. So again, on the papers we had today, incredible, the process of 5 climate change militants. So here's the heroes. We've got Little Red Riding Hood in the middle. There's 5. It's the 5-pointed star. I mean, it's just so predictable now, everything. And then we've got La Piste, the close down with Mercury going backwards everywhere. This is the 2nd wave. This is countdown to the 5th wave. So 2nd wave build-up, weapons used against the sheep as we are herded into your brain damage. Moon stars of the id imagination. Build up to the 5th wave, and at Orsh, capital of the blackberries, the black Momo prince. So this is my region again. In Orsh, this is happening. So Orsh is where there are the lion gates. It's where, I explain it here, I'll say it here. Build up to the 5th wave, and at Orsh, capital, the blackberries are the Gaston. They are the ones who carry in Mont-de-Marsan between me and 64th department, so 32nd department here, 40th in the middle, MM, 4-wheel drive, Mont-de-Marsan. They used to kill the sheep with their blackberries on their heads from the Dogon tribes, the men that stood on stilts for their death dance. The slaughter of the sheep was done on stilts. These are the Rumpelstiltskins. This is the land of the Black Prince, Momo, the giant crocodile. That's why this summer in the Golden Triangle in Toulouse, they found a crocodile, because the red square is in Toulouse, the red square, the cherry on the cake, like Trafalgar Square, where they put the cherry on the ice cream, where there was Bloody Sunday. So, Momo print, where the lion gates are, 3223 department of our DNA strands. This is judgment, tribe of Dan, Libra, the scales of wisdom. We lost the scales, we're gaining the wisdom again. Completed Holy Grail, tribe of DNA, Dan ends, where Willie and Kate came in 2016 to open the gates. It takes 216 years for the sun to move 3 degrees, and 6 times 6 times 6 is 2016, mark of the beast. this year, the summer, midsummer's nightmare, we had eclipse. So on that solstice line of Capricorn to Cancer, which was on Taurus, so we've been through Gemini, and we're now coming, that eclipse was when the head of the snake was still in Gemini, and now that head of the snake's moved into Taurus. So they're completing this ritual. Nightmare, we had eclipse in Taurus, not Gemini, so the maypole, this is their maypole, same thing as the Liberty pole, in fact. But I'm sure in its original using, they knew that Taurus would create the spin and the girls running around, and the two directions is the swastika electromagnetic heart gateway. The heart has to be the same as the feather in weights. There, meaning that this is going to be, it's the new equinox. She holds the scales. She stands tall, Libra at the top. She stands tall, holding, this is the solstice, this is the Willy Wonka, this is the red and white barber's pole. She holds, which is like the barber pole is the Scorpio, the J, there's the barber pole. The barber pole with the hook, it's Captain Hook's hook. And she holds, this is, so this solstice, yeah, just forgotten what I was saying. This, so in the Cairo, so this comes from Chiron. Can you go from Mr. Tumnus, half horse, half spirit, back home? The Cairo, which is, this is better. If we see here, we get it, you'll get it. So Alpha, Omega, Aries, Libra. So this is going to be, Libra is now the top. So when this becomes the top, they stick their fake axis pole, which is exactly this passage now between the head of the snake going between Gemini to Taurus, head and tail going from Sagittarius to Scorpio. Right, let's come back. So, have I finished reading about this? So this year, for Midsummer's Nightmare, we had eclipse in Taurus, not Gemini, the Hierophant. So Taurus is the one who, the fate philosopher's stone, the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the one who really believes he's under God's, he really believes that Aries is the thou shalt not have any other god. He really thinks he's working for him, Taurus, Baal, the ram, Ra, but he's not working for Saturn. He's not working for the true God. The true God is the chariot. The chariot takes us from Pisces and Sagittarius back to the Twin Peaks. So the fate philosopher's stone on the wand of Merlin on the 216, that's where the eclipse was. And now Little Red Cherry on the Liberty pole, and Marianne Faithfull, Lucy Fur Iron arrives between four men. The Di Capella, five-pointed star on the Eiffel Tower, Backbone, Solstice, Joker, Tartuffe. All the sheep fell for it. I mean, they show you, if you know, how people can't join these dots. And we are bringing my generation, Libra. I have Neptune in Libra, so what I most imagine, what I most want, I could have stayed in the seduction, or I could have gone and got bit by that snake and found the wisdom. So all the people with Pluto, after the Pluto and Virgo generation, who've got 20 years to bring, to be there to integrate heaven consciousness into earth, so you become alchemical high priestesses, not Bridget Jones, halls of Babylons, doing your true purpose, not drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes, and, you know, finding that balance between a spliff here and there and not being completely off your head and not being greedy, because earth signs are all about food. You know, losing that desire not being a complete celibate, vegan, not one extreme to another. That's what they're bringing in. La Marianne, Greta, that all holy, politically correct, with no sexual energy of that snake. You've got to find the balance, Virgo girls. You've got to find the balance. I have just Uranus in Virgo, so I will carry on helping. But you guys are now doing your role. And then after you, Pluto in Libra generation, our generation, Pluto in Neptune in Libra, we pass the wisdom to Pluto in Libra. It's a beautiful orchestra of divine timing and harmony. A personal one. We chose planets to have certain triggers, not at the same time. It's like beautiful drops of rain making perfect circular ripples in the water, echoes, not ego and not green echo bullshit. This is the narcissism through the mirror. You break it. You put your finger in the water. You break it. You make the ripples. Okay, so let's carry on. We've got so much. Here we've got the red, white, and blue. We've got the bowler hat of clockwork orange. And this was, Lisa Minnelli. I loved this. I used to dance this all the time. But the whole lighting is that. So this is the Second World War to now, the 2 V's for victory. The good news is if you have a compass in Zion, aka compassion, so to navigate and sail free in the dark, you too are a pirate and you can read the stars and next move, so to save your ass. Joe Bid Den Ben Led Den Momo Moby Dick Bin Salman, that's Saudi Arabia, Bin Salman, and Aladdin, Eden, JL cut, J is 10, Joker, L is 12, 12 is 3, L 7V. Should have put a 7 there. So here we've got Mick Jagger coming back for the Burnt Orange Heresy. Burnt Orange is the red raw sunset. MJ, Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, Mercury, Jupiter, Macron and Boris met the other day, showing us Jupiter and Mercury, rulers of the skull and bone, mutable cross, age, we leave, clockwork orange, ore, gold, sun, orangutan, the fake King Louis, Cinderella, pumpkin, Midnight Express, Solstice, Fez, Capra, the Marianne, Lucifer Rising, blah blah, you get it. But this is the last film he did, was Dracula in 2001, like Odyssey, 2001 to 2021. Age Ender, last film of Moby Dick was Dracula. So you can read that, but I mean, you read that. Wow, I doubled it. Honestly, I get in such a mess. First, you lick the bare ass of the Emperor. Then you must swallow your pride and lie down with the lamb to get through the mirror or Eden roar in the Eden. So, okay, I've got important things to show you. So let's just wheelie down. Wonderful picture of Lars here. Here is the horseshoe 216. Of course, not only do we have the sun does 3 degrees, so that's the 3 degrees is what the Vesica Pisces. Here's the Vesica Pisces. That takes 206 years to get through that Vesica Pisces to come into the golden age of Saturn, the horseshoe. You have to get past the mermaid game and the Mr. Tumnus game to merge your spirit and flesh. So Jupiter's not bad. He's the expansion to bring us to the gurus, to the gatekeepers, to find our fire and water spirit, but not to use it in too much severity or too much grace, not in too much toxic femininity or too much macho masculinity, to merge that. You see, earthy people can be very boring. Airy people can be very cold and callous. You need all four. You need earth, fire, air, and water to bring heaven to earth. Yeah. So here's Bridget Jones. You can go read that. It's everything I've been explaining. It makes me laugh. I actually gave myself a little break in the day to watch a film. I do that so rarely, but it's just oozing. I just wouldn't have the patience with myself to try and decode to you because I see everything. Wheeling down the page, it's the best way. I posted that from last year. I was kind of getting where I am now. I was picking up on Cali, pirates and stuff. Right, so Mercury stationary today before retro in Libra, the scales, the snake of wisdom will go back into Virgo 21 days. ACA 777. All those, which is the same as 66. Because V is 22 and the 7 is the same as a V. So 22, 22, 22, 3 Vs. You cannot ride a horse with 3 legs. The horse with no name. All those who seek shall find, all those bits shall live. And the serpent said, all those who seek shall find, all those bits shall live. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and you shall be as gods. This is it. This is eating the apple, the 5 core of the apple of earth, the 5 apple yard in Picnic at Hanging Rock, and some of us, I've got goosebumps all over me. We bring heaven to earth. That's that moment. That's that matte image of that perfect cardinal high heaven cross that becomes the top. Adam and Eve re-merge together. We find our twin peak. They are jumping the gun before this happens by killing the snake. So they're going to bring in the hero. They're going to take us through 5 waves. And when we peak, when they show us, when they give us disclosure, then they give you a hero. That's when Libra comes up. They're jumping the gun. But I actually think that we're going to come through. I think there's enough of us who brought the true wisdom in that we're going to just bring it. We're going to blow out that wisdom telepathically. That's why I find it difficult to do these videos, because I'm working with the unconscious collective in my heart and in my consciousness all day, every day. And that's how it's pumping out. And that's why I live here where the heart vortex is, because my thoughts can come straight out to you. That's why I've now got Punky Floyd, Knack and Honey, tried to kill my dog. But I'm making the 5 with myself. We're 5 all alone. And I've got my beautiful High Priestess poles that Lars made for me, which is helping me anchor that and bring it in. So, ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So they made the snake killer to get her, the 13th sign. Today is 1310. Ophiuchus, the Tartuffe, the Joker, the peg in the leg between Sagittarius and Scorpio, and Gemini and Taurus, exactly where the head north node and the tail south node of the Milky Way snake is now. It's closing. Ophiuchus and some of the fixed stars in it were sometimes used by, okay, that's giving you all about Ophiuchus. This, my wonderful friend on YouTube, have I not got, I'm loading up yesterday's reading. That's yesterday's reading. You have to go and see his video, Heaven. And that video I was just looking out of his as well. I could have actually just clicked. Yeah, so wonderful Armageddon consciousness. He does the most beautiful work. And this video is just beautiful. And I can't play the music, which I've just fallen in love with. Revealing Heaven, final disclosure. So this is exactly what's happening now. Okay. Here is wonderful Lavette, out to get her, the Cairo, the sword in the stone, the dart in the heart to get her. Okay, look at that Aquarius eagle and the wolf of the golden triangle here, there, there it is, here. Right, let's just get rid of that and that. Deneb, Vega, Altair, and the wolf in the middle. They want to put this triangle as the all-seeing eye. So, here they have the triangle, you see, it's the eye, and many of them, it's the cornerstone. It's the cornerstone. And they've taken Taurus, this is their cornerstone. This is the philosopher's stone. There's a name for that. I know that name, it's just gone. So you see the last leg hidden in the coffin. The coffin in French is the cercueil, the circuit. That's why where I live they have a famous racing track. So all the poor people here, I just don't have the sound that I did in my last house. Racing cars going round, 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 keeping you in the circle, the cercueil. It's a prism for your minds. The calabar, same thing, middle pillar. Right, so that eagle and that wolf is nothing when you get the wisdom of Aquarius. So, okay. Make sure I smile and speak and show my mouth to young children in shops. Children that are born never seeing a stranger's face, move, smile or speak will never be able to communicate with other humans. Give me a child before it's 2.5 and you have it for life. It's a big turn on to psychopaths, the forbidden mouth. They made naked wrong and now they have made speaking and breathing with a mouth wrong. So children will be tastier victims, afraid of their own bass and treble orifice. It's all to do with Gemini and Taurus. Gemini is our communication, it's our lungs, it's the two sides of that DNA, it's the two children, it's the little child that says the emperor is naked, it's that little messenger, the messenger, Gemini, not the slanderer, the other dark side. You know, there's all mutable signs have got two sides to them. So that's the Gemini, and Taurus is the voice, it's the neck, it's the shoulders, it's carrying Earth, the Atlas, on his shoulders, trying to take over from FOMALHAUT, which carries the water on his shoulders, the water bearer, who carries spirit. He's God, and he's spirit, God, and man. So, right. This is my church. 0 degree meridian ley line solstice, the first capital of Armagnac, founded in 960 by the Comte de Fesnac in 1355. The Black Prince Charles, aka Prince Charles de Gaulle, ravaged the 32nd department village Aignan, Arigné, Black Widow. Alphabetically, Aignan is the #1 village in the Gers. 3223 DNA strands department. The church holds the labyrinthe en rue de Saint-Saturnin. The village sounds a siren, the Little Mermaid. Yep, every day at 12 o'clock they sound a massive war siren to break our frequency. At midday, every day, so midday to midnight is the top of the wheel, the bottom of the wheel. This is the rulers. So there's that horseshoe of Lars again. We've got Saturn, the only planet to rule two signs side by side. So that is that original solstice line. And then we've got Jupiter ruling Pisces and Sagittarius, Mars ruling Aries and Scorpio. So they're now using this solstice. They want to put Scorpio at the top, sexual organs, cover the mouth. And it will be the Baphomet, Mars, being himself the cherry on the cake, and he's bust Virgo, and they have, so they're using the red air Libra when it's really Mars, Scorpio, and you know, it's Taurus, Scorpio rising up on that solstice now, and merging with Libra and Aries as one, as these two merge. Taurus, Venus, Taurus and Libra, so, and Mercury ruling Gemini and Virgo, and the moon pillar and the solar pillar that they want to put as the cornerstones, upside down, back to front, bullshits. So the village sounds a siren, midday north, or 12 o'clock midnight south, the two-way right-left whirlpool swastika labyrinth spin of our postcode is 322 Skull and Bone Midnight Express, or you reach the red steeple. So this, you see, we have the little heart. There's the 3 fleur de lis on each arm. 3 and 3 makes 6. 3, 6, 9. 3, 3, 3 makes 9. And the heart they show us. And there's the mosque, and it's red. And I get confused between hexagon and polygram, but it wants to be like the beehive. It's like the beehive. That's Punky and Floyd, 2 little kittens, and voila. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, I have to get to some very important things, and then we're going to end, darlings. That's so much stuff I've come across. I fell on this film, the 39 steps. They did not Momo the Irishman. By the way, La Vache qui rit, the new is red, white, and green for the BO. No more cow cheese. So this is Momo the Irishman that killed 39 Chinese people. This is the 36039 to get up those steps, to get up Jacob's ladder. And I just decode that film, and it was quite incredible. And you can read that. I'll stop, and you can read. You stop the video. You can read that. Here are my babies. Mr. Floyd's. And actually, I shouldn't really show my babies. I don't want to show my babies. I protect my babies. Seps that I found in 8. Okay. This is a lovely girl who's putting it all together. She's just found Lavette. She's doing such amazing work. You can go and check her out. Lucy Ruby Moonshine. She's working it all out. Brilliant what she's doing. Because I'm just a catapult. You guys with your Virgo, Pluto, and Uranus and your detectives, you are going to bring heaven to... Okay, do I keep going down, or maybe I pause and come back? Bob a blowjob. Johnson, Jupiter and Macron, Mercury, Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, Jazz and Marciac, Jean Mermoz, GM is the mutable 322, skull and bone, bipolar, duality, transmutation, last V for victory, gap, we leave. Jupiter rules solar pillar, Sagittarius, the Senator, Chiron, and Jupiter rules lunar pillar, Pisces, the Leviathan age, we leave now. The Little Mermaid. Mercury rules the Dan, DNA strands, Gemini and Virgo, middle pillar, we need the 322. CV to transmute. So there they are, laughing like hell with, that will probably be Marie Antoinette without her heads, decapitation, and the coq, la coque sportive, the French Federation of Football, FFF, is 666. You know, I can't really, it's so mutable signs, Virgo, Gemini ruled by Mercury, Sagittarius, Pisces ruled by Jupiter, Michael Jackson, there they are, Macron, and this is Mercury, and this is Jupiter, Zeus. And that's the red, white and blue. That's what they're doing. They've made this child into the beast, Lucifer. And this is this game going on now between Mercury going on to the blue star of SPICA. I say SPICA, it's SPICA. And red, air and water, Europe. So the Scorpio, the beast, the Antichrist. And there they are, Jupiter with his trident from Pisces, and Mercury that's going back now with his DNA. Here's Aries, and here is the eagle, but it's actually they're using Taurus, Aquarius. They're using Taurus, so the Alpha Omega, and you see they've got just here the Libra taking over. Yeah, incredible. And there again they are. They shall fall. They shall fall. Right. So this is something I wrote, which goes to all of you guys. I'm really enjoying where I am in my life. I'm so grateful for your support and encouragement in my journey towards being a full-time alchemical astrologer. Completely at your service to show you how your musical instrument plays out. Your personal musical comedy. I have recently made a huge step forwards in how I read your soul's guitar. Thanks to all the readings, I'm so very honoured to have had. The material experience we come into to play out is just as reading music or decoding chemical mixtures of hot, cold, moist and dry. We are each unique instruments that can choose what temperatures, melodies we play out. The planets rule our chakra notes from bass root to treble crown, and no one gets the same cake. Every angle of every moving pendulum brings us new choices and triggers, opens or closes doors on the way. The planets are the actors and the people we meet, the experiences we have are reflections of the planet's energies and placements according to the house and the sign they are in, and according to the current symphonies being played out, as above, so below. The planets sit in houses that are the scenes we choose to play out on, and the signs echo the seasons of the scripts our planets read. We then consciously decide how to live those energies out or in, because we can interpret ourselves any way we wish, but certain energies must be brought consciously to our observation so we can see how we react and what are our deepest primal conscious and unconscious states of feeling and emotions. Why we are depressed with feminine energies and why we are aggressive with masculine energies. Why we are all triggered at different points in our lives, to remember and to take another route. It is indeed a labyrinth and it is a game, because as soon as we know who we are, we can begin to see the mirror game, because we will bring into our existence the energies that we are. Until we can observe ourselves and those who still can't observe themselves, once we can do this, we are free of the mental prisons of why, how and who. Because there is only you working it out in your own way. The rest is your consciousness reminding you of the dream you are in and why you chose to forget. Thank you for your trust. So that I say to all of you, because this very intense, and to Lavette, because I would be nothing without Lavette bringing me to where I am, and her generous voice to speak of my work. That's the greatest gift anyone has ever given me in a life of being slandered right, left, up, down, in, out my whole life. So those of us that have really never held hate in our hearts, this is our time. And this is a book that came to me that I read when I was about 6 years old. You can now only find it hard copy. It's being sold for $900, the cheapest. But that book, I think, was probably made for they knew certain people will get it and would be those that bring the wisdom. Obviously, it's, again, always like the one girl in the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is like in Star Wars, the girl with the three. This is like the Wizard of Oz with the three. It's always the same. This is exactly what's happening now with Virgo, trying to merge her with Mars, the Green Man, and Taurus, the stag, the deer hunter, when she is the Bambi cow, part of the triple goddess. You see, they've taken away the triple goddess and they abuse the girl. And this is the labyrinth. But I saw through that. I saw through that. So, Mars rules the head, Aries masculine, fire, and Mars rules sexual organs, Scorpio feminine, water, the pole, the spine, the backbone, the chakras. And you need both to tango. Through the heart, Venus, Earth, Taurus, feminine, and to hit the third eye on top of the Liberty pole, air, masculine, Venus, Libra. And Saturn is the BJ, pay your bill to open the gate into the Twin Peaks. Aquarius, masculine, air, and Capricorn, feminine, Earth. Mercury, Earth. Mercury are the mutable, transmutable DNA strands, Jack and Jill, Gemini, masculine, air, and Virgo, feminine, Earth. Sun and Moon, Leo, Cancer, merge as one. Jupiter rules mutable signs, the first and last, V for victory, Milky Way gap. Sirius opens and shuts the gates behind us. He, the Hierophant, John the Baptist, the gateway from flesh, expansion. Pisces, the mermaid, Sagittarius, the senator, back to God, contraction, Saturn. And the city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its light. And here is Saturn, Lars's sigil, which many people are having made in t-shirts and putting as their Facebook picture. This really is bringing heaven to earth. Thank you, Lars. So this is me saying, oops, that's me saying the shit is about to happen. And oh no. Line up from now through to 211, 311 and 1111. 13th of the 10th, Mercury stationary in Libra goes back into Virgo, Mercury in domicile and exalted in Virgo. 16th, 10th, Black Moon on SPICA. So why did I think it was today? Today we are the... so that means... Now what have I done? Oh yeah, because I was moving around showing you stuff. So let's go back to today. Right. So here's today. So it's not a black moon today. It's on the 16th. It's on the 16th as I write there. Okay. So... Black Moon on SPICA, Virgo, second Black Moon after 16/9, also in Virgo, and Mercury retro exalted and domicile in Virgo. Opposite Mars in Pisces on Leviathan retro, 17/10, Moon conjunct Antares, Scorpio, 22nd of the 10th, Venus enters Virgo, ruler of Taurus, and Venus is in detriment. Venus enters Virgo, is that true? Let's do it. Let's just have a look. Yeah, Venus is in Leo now, or will be for the Black Moon. So that's what they want. They'll make her the whore of Babylon. And then, as Mercury is still in Libra. And then as Mercury enters Virgo, so does Venus. On the 22nd, we've got Venus, and we've got Mercury. Where's little Mercury gone? He's gone all invisible, and here he is. See, he gets very invisible as he gets closer, so he's losing. He's in exaltation here, but he's losing. So we've had that Black Moon on SPICA, and then we've got Venus in detriment, the ruler of Libra. The ruler of Libra, Lucifer, in detriment. All this rituals going on. And then... where's little Mercury? I haven't been following him. There he is. So then we're going to have another... Then we've got the Moon... Mercury We have the Moon and Venus, and we've got Mercury very visible now, backwards, so very strong Mercury and Venus. This is going to be, this is all, and that is going to be for 11/11. 11/11 is, we've got all three of them here. Okay, so I haven't even written 11/11. Yeah, that's 11/11. It comes in it afterwards. Okay. 22nd 10, Venus enters Virgo, ruler of Taurus and Libra. Venus in detriment in Virgo. Mercury retro and visible conjunct Sun in Virgo on SPICA next 4 days. 26/11, Moon on FOMALHAUT, Aquarius, true thalamus, third eye. So 29th of 10th, I'm going to have the Moon and the Sun in Libra. And we're going to have Moon on Altair. Oh, and then that's, so 11, the 22nd, 11. Okay, so where's that? 26th of the 11th, so that's not even correct. It's not even correct. Well, the 26th, we've got the Moon conjunct Mars. Right, and Eris. Eris, where's Eris? Eris, so here we're on Chiron now, and then they'll move forward back to hit Eris. Okay, so 26/27, we've got the Moon will be in Aries, and then we've got the Moon. So on the 11th, the 3rd, for the elections, we've got the Moon on Aldebaran, so to create that bully, and at that same time we're going to have Mercury will have just hit Spica where the black moon will have been, so this is making the baby 11/4/5. Okay, I didn't really plan to come back to that. So 29th full moon, Sun in Virgo, third eye, 29th of the 10th full moon. So then I've gone backwards, or what? So I must have meant 26/10 there. I meant 10/26. Yeah, I meant 10/26. That's what was going on. Okay, so all that's correct. It's just the 10/20. It's just the 10/26 of the 10. So then we have, yeah, it's all explained there. We have 31st, Sun enters Libra, ruled by Venus in detriment. 3rd 11, Moon conjunct Bullseye as Venus ruler, still detriment in Libra. Sun in Libra, ruled by Venus, and Moon in Taurus, ruled by Venus, and Mercury moves forward on Spica. Virgo, 11/11, bingo, St. Martin fast day, Mars stationary before blast off. Mars, oh my God, right, yeah. 11, so this is the signing of the armistice. This is our chromosomes that go from the X, and they stand up. We stand up like Maat, like that feather and that heart alignment. Are we aligned? Can we merge from the physical transmutation cross back up straight into the 4 ones of the DNA strands? So 11/11, and then Mars is still stationary on the 26th, and then he moves forward to moving forward, off he goes. Right. And we've also got on that 11/11 day, and we've got that sun right on the snake, right on the pole. And Mercury will be moving forwards then. Yep, he went forwards on the 13th, the Hierophant. No, he went back one more. On the 111. Oh no, on the big day, on the election day, he goes forwards. Yep, so are they gonna do something to Trump? What a joke, honestly. So last things I need to show you. This, obviously, the top berry. This is the black berry. This is the half. This is the man that stands and kills the bull. This is Chiron. This is Sagittarius. This is the deer hunter that kills the bull, that kills the Bambi. So he was... the best French torero, Taurus field, Taurus killing the female heart. His career began in my little village, so they make it there, they say. Dans l'arène de Aignan, dans une nouvelle. So this is Cupid Valentine, this is the dart in the heart. D'Artagnan is my village, the dart in Aignan. That's why my dog was killed in the year 999666. 13th of January, 13. I mean, it's all in there. Mère de la Mer. So, MM. Mary Magdalene, MM. These are the Rumpelstiltskins. This is the Spanish red and yellow axis, Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay, so again, they brought Toulouse into the papers because they've opened... They opened, I can't remember what that was, it's not that important. It's not that important. Beautiful picture by Lucinda Coldry, Lulu Hawks, Lucinda Coldry Fine Arts. She does the most beautiful, beautiful pictures. So the two sides of Venus. So you've got Libra, the all-seeing eye, the tit, the mosque. This is masculine that they've made feminine. This is the one-eyed bullseye, the tits. So there she is, Aphrodite. And there is the moon goddess, also ruled by Venus, that they made into the Chiron, the feather. This is the Mr. Tumnus disguised. They made her masculine into the hunter, the bully. The bully that they want to bring up, the moon goddess Diana that they killed. It's raining purple rain, rain of men. Rain of men. This is an old video, one of the first ones I ever put out, and I'm beginning to understand what I was saying more and more now. The space between each breath. We have a film over our eyes. We have a film over our eyes which is called the cornea, and this is what's breaking. We break our mask, we take off our mask, we take off the mask off our eye. When we cry, so the tars, the tears, the tears, we have to take the illusion off through the crying of the grace and the severity. We cry, and we bring heaven to earth. The eye, the all-seeing eye. You have to come through the sexual organs, Mars at the bottom, to hit Mars, the head, and Aquarius is going to go onto the equinox, which is the head, and we pop our third eye as Aquarius falls, and Libra is on the top. And the original solstice, Mars rules our head from the original equinox, head, Alpha, Omega, and Mars rules Scorpio, the bottom, merges with Libra. And this I'm going to be showing you in my last thing to show you now is this. And we will finish with this. It's not that complicated, it's real simple. We bring heaven to earth. We bring spirit into flesh, not the reverse. Unconscious humans use spirit with no intellect, nor heart, no middle pillar. That's the danger. We needed sun, solar pillar, fire for masculine emotions and virile spirit to become self-assertive, severe, and to have an ego and an identity. We needed moon, water, feelings, feminine spirit to have mercy, grace, and sensitivity, compassion, and nurturing, unconditional love, and acceptance. But once we obtain that spirit, we have to merge it into our flesh, earth, heart, core, essence, Venus, Taurus, female, 5-petal gateway to the intellect, air, Libra, Venus, air, 5-pointed eye, masculine, middle pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. So, masculine middle pillar with earth, the 10 commandments is just the closing of the Milky Way, and then we come back to that Saturn. We come back to heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Okay, so a 5-pointed eye, masculine, middle pillar with earth. And when we do that without swinging between the severity and mercy, we become centered. We become the mid-L pillar, Ra, abracadabra. We ignite our root red sexual organs, V, Scorpio, feminine water, and we blast off third eye in the V for victory head, Mars, Aries, masculine fire. And Venus, Libra, pops open into the 5-pointed star when the equinox is on Aquarius air, and we pop our Libra air third eye from DNA, Gemini, twins, air, masculine, Mercury, through her earth, feminine heart, Venus, or watched forever by the eye. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I've got to show you this too. You see, so they bring out 84 days countdown. So Mars rules the V for victory, masculine head, Aries, hippocampus, and Mars rules Scorpio, the V, female sexual organs, and your anus, your spine chakra system, 33 vertebrae, CC, Christ consciousness, or climate change, crap, crucifixion, is your backbone, the Shakespeare, the solstice, Akut, your anus, Uranus. Takes 84 years to complete a cycle. Venus takes 8 years to make a 5-petal flower, your heart to open your 5-pointed star, third eye, Popeye, or remain the walking dead. The new solstice meridian ley line is being taken from the English rose 5-petal flower to be placed on the Paris Eiffel Tower, Christmas tree, backbone spine. The Mayday pole becomes the Mayday, My Lady, Marianne, Liberty pole. 12 o'clock, TikTok, MC, the 5-petaled flower is being turned into the 5 blood. I think that I don't need to go over. You look, you can read that. It's all in there. But we can see the pictures. 84 days until Boris says we're going to leave. So there we have countdown to the solstice, midnight. This is it. And on that day, the 8th of October, we had, just like for the equinox, we had the moon right on the horn, on the tusk of Tuscany, and that's the Hierophant again. And this is Europe, just like Paris, Texas, just like Paris, Texas. So Uranus's moons are the names of Midsummer Night's Dream fairies. 5 stages of Brexit, 5-pointed star, and this is Paris, Texas, in where the great eclipse is, right there over the Scorpio, and where they have a little Eiffel Tower, and that's why I showed you the film Paris, Texas. This is the true Twin Peaks. This is the X marks the spot of where God brings back heaven to earth in North, South America, and that's why America has been destroyed and demonized by the European Empire, and they never planned to have England in it because England doesn't let that Scorpio. England is just going to be a haven for the pirates. Brexit briefing, and there's the eclipse, and we're at that touche point, Mars in the middle of the wheel at the moment. Okay, I've kept you with me so long, but there, I was talking the other day, I was talking about that music, so that Gucci video is using Seron. I explained what Seron was. You can read that, and that music of supernature. As you gain focus, you will see through all of them, and absolutely everything becomes crystal clear. It's all a game of mirrors. We are finally only a few walking among a sea of empty, smiling faces that are simply shadows. It was always a dream within a dream, but some souls take this realm very seriously and they choose to stay here. Well, this is in France. They have a insurance company where they use the green man as the hero. And here is Zach, the green man. Fifth wave, yep, I don't think I need to. Here's the mask, the green man. Third world, third day, 3DDD, 3G, 4G, 5G, fifth wave, countdown, republic, trapped in the last MW Milky Way gap, V for victory, V, fifth Roman Republic, decentralization, differentiation, and deconcentration. That is the DDD that was set off the other day. Where I live, again, it's all happening where I live. Decentralization, differentiation, déconcentration. This is Agenda 2030, which makes 23, 32. We've got 21, the middle. 2024, Pluto ends. You can stop and read that, but I'll show you the pictures. So look, Paris Olympics, the 5 rings, and that is the sign of Jupiter, or the 24, the 2 and the 4 sign of the rainbow, the arc you see from 3 angles, always at 42 degrees. There it is. This is it, the gap, where we are now. Fifth Republic. There it is in that gap, but that's Scorpio right now. The north node, the south node is right here. The north node is here. It's the Cairo they're doing right now. So that was it. They came to mind to launch this this new DDD. This new DDD. Okay. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. So here's that video, Heaven, just beautiful, just beautiful. And okay, I'm going to let you read that as well, because I don't want to make this video too long. But there are the 8 phases, and I can't remember what that was about. Can't remember. It's my cat helping me. Oh yes, they had, there you've got the Skull and Bones, St. Andrew's Cross, Merci Gaston, that is the man who wears the black berry. That's why in Pink Panther, Mr. Clouseau's always got his berry on. This is the Rumpelstiltskin, and he came from Toulouse, and it's the 5th, Gaston in the 5th dimension. They show you, I mean, everything. And look at the results, 46, 46, That's where G7 was in 64 Biarritz, 46 chromosomes, 23 twin DNA paired strands of 46 chromosomes, 7, 5 in the middle, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and then we've got the 3, 6, 9, 6, 3, 3, 6 on the other sides. Incredible. So, Lavette's video she just had, and I think that's it, darlings. I think, yeah, this was me. Oh yeah, this goes deep. My next video, but for now a taste. January 1901, Gustav and Alma met Aka Libra, older man, and Virgo presexual high priestess. To be liberated, you must first be confined. Don't fear the bullshit drama. Fear the fake solution heroes to come. Ark of the Covenant, Bohemian Rhapsody. Alma, Aka, Lama, Inanna, Isis is Sissi, the Imperatrice of Austria. When I covered the other day my video about that Rom Schneider, Germany. Sissi is Isis. Aka, Lampo, Dan, Tribe of Dan, Liberation, Libra, Alma, Maria. Schindler was born on the 31st of August, so the wife of Mahler was born on the 31st, the day that Diana was killed, in Vienna, Austria. Then Austria-Hungary, same day Diana car crash in Alma. So she's called Alma, Alma Maria, the wife. And this is the pagan, funeral ground. And this is again Kenneth Anger, Lucifer Rising. There is the cherry on the top, Mars between the bull, Aleph Tav. Isis in the Statue of Liberty pole with the pole. They want to take over from Maat, what this I showed you at the beginning. So this is all it, you know. And it was, why did I go off about Mahler? There was something big going on. To live in Austria, Prussia became the new ruler of the Solstice in March. In March 2021, Odyssey becomes Gustav Mahler was an Austro-Bohemian. Sissi the Empress, Dirty Diana. Empress Elizabeth of Austria was Empress of Austria, Queen of Hungary. There was a reason I was on to all that. But this is 2 weeks now that I haven't done a video, so that's why. As I said in the beginning, it's a big thing for me to bring. I love doing my readings, and I love doing these videos, but I'm much better at going deep with one person, working with the unconscious collective, but it's always a big thing for me to bring information out. This was about that Golden Gateway, Golden Bridge. Not on the same timeline astrology as we are, but I do love Claudia Vache's videos. He gives a lovely, he brings us to the same truth on the other. That's why I never close my heart. I let everybody's doing it in their own way. He does some very exceptional 5-minute videos, very clever. Okay, that's it. I don't need to carry on. Darlings, I love you so much. This is a wonderful time. We will, all those of us who have, are going to, this is judgment. This is judgment for us. We're liberated. We've brought heaven to earth. We are no longer walking among the tars. And you just have to stay in the heart and give love. And don't be afraid, because they won't see us. We're invisible now. I love you. Bye.